Hello, welcome back. Get yourself a cup of coffee or your favorite hot or cold drink and let's go chat for a moment, huh? Okay. In the previous video, I talked about the plague of toxic masculinity infecting our country and the world at the present time. You might recall that it's nothing new because Jesus provided a spiritual path that counters toxic masculinity. So today, let's talk about how we can disentangle from toxic masculinity by following Jesus. Now, this book, Detox, The Spiritual Path of Jesus for 21st Century Men, or Detox JP21 for short, was researched and written over the course of 16 years by me. Well, who am I, right? Well, I'm a pastor, I'm an actor, I'm an artist, and scholar of religions. And for the past 40 years, I've worked to help people discover how to how to live lives of purpose and meaning. Not because I had all the answers, but because I strongly believed then, and I still believe now, that we all have the spiritual resources within us to make the spiritual journey. But we also have those same spiritual resources outside of us in our communities of people who are taking that same spiritual journey. You may be familiar, perhaps, with the African philosophy of Ubuntu, which translated says, people become people through people. Or to put it another way, we each are who we are through who we all are. So how we grow spiritually is dependent upon how we live together, because we're woven together. The Apostle Paul wrote that we are members one of another, all important parts of one body, in whatever form of community that we find ourselves in. Well, Jesus knew all this, and so he assembled a core of men and women around himself and taught them his gospel, his good news, his brilliant life teachings that were based around the core reality that we are all spiritual children of one heavenly divine parent. And thus we're all sisters and brothers. And then he guided his followers in practicing that reality by loving and caring for one another and for everyone they came in contact with. So that was his brilliant, pedagogically sound methodology. Teach the basic lesson of love for all, then send the students out in the world to practice it. He sent them out to the hungry masses. He touched lepers. He healed the sick for free. He gave women leadership positions and even allowed himself to be taught and inspired by women of despised ethnic groups. Then he told his followers, go and do the same. So, Detox is the first book to approach the issue of male spirituality strictly from the perspective of what Jesus taught his male disciples. Now, you may be wondering why I am focusing upon male spirituality. There are many reasons for this, but one is obvious. I'm a man, and I understand the situation of being male. Another reason is that men in religious communities have been telling women what to believe and how to behave for centuries, and have presumed that their perspective was normative without consulting with women for their perspective. It's rather one way. But perhaps the most important reason is this. The unfolding of the 21st century presents many challenges and obstacles for men to live lives of integrity and depth of character. The rapid expansion of the internet and the plethora of social media platforms, all powered by algorithms designed to reinforce selected patterns of thinking and consuming, is shaping human consciousness and behavior in ways that are devoid of the social context common in human history, that actually, provided moral and ethical guidance and framing for behavior. Today's algorithms are designed to magnify outrage and anger, sexual stimulation, to raise levels of anxiety, or destroy careful thinking through the repetition of falsehoods that manipulate our emotional responses. The result is that 21st century humankind is untethered to any sense of true reality and moral stability. And unfortunately, this is especially true for men because most of the online content is it's aimed at shaping men's behaviors and perceptions. So, the same challenges of living with integrity and depth of character faced the men who followed Jesus and lived in his presence. So, in this book, I show how Jesus lived the very life of meaning and purpose that they craved, and how he taught a way of life that not only transformed individuals, but also significantly changed the world. So I tell you what, in the next video, let's take a deep dive into this core gospel that Jesus taught of having one spiritual parent, making us all one family, and then living lives of loving service to others. Until then, find ways to be a blessing to those around you, okay? See you then.